Today's sponsored merch is Go Far Clothing. Pop your collar with me, spend $1 with me. Let's go. We on the Fargo Show, the Fargo Podcast, where I do stories, interviews.
Let's go.
And I also do vlogs. I got my man on here today, good brother on here, my man.
Spazz proper, you already know.
Grip check. He at work though. You know what I'm saying? He just got off, whatever.
Spazz proper.
Right.
Y'all know.
Tell
Y'all know
it's what it is, man.
Y'all know it's no need for an introduction. If you know me, you know where I'm from.
Right.
I'm from Uptown, the home of the back doors. You know what's going on.
So I was just growing up, you was raised in a house with two parents, dad and mother.
See, I was raised in a house with a mom that wanted to be treated like a queen, so she got married. She was married for 28 years.
Okay,
Shout
out
my mom, you know what I mean? RP her. You know what I mean? She been going for 4 years now. Like, it's hard on me. You know, I'm a mama's boy.
Right.
It's hard, you know. And a lot of people got mama's boys fucked up.
Right.
What they really don't know about mama's boys is we had it tough growing up.
Talk heavy.
Just because we was that. We was mama's boys. We always wanted to be up under our mom. So you thought niggas took it easy on us? No. They went way harder on us because they knew that we ran to a bitch for protection.
Yeah.
So they went hard on us.
But they were stronger than the men back in them days. Niggas don't know that.
No doubt.
Crack fucked the men up. It was like jail.
Like, for instance, I just say my mom was in the household. My mom was the mom and the dad.
Talk heavy.
She had to be that because at a point in time,
You
know how
might
men
stand it
is.
up because you can't, but that joint ain't gonna look right.
You know how men is. At a point in time, you know how men is. Like,
right.
We rip and run.
No, play the wall.
We rip and run. Y'all heard the song "Papa Was a Rolling Stone." Wherever we laid our head was our home.
You know your dad?
So I know my pop name William, like me. Okay. So I'm a junior.
Me too.
Right.
A lot of people don't know I'm a junior because I don't use my junior.
And I don't got nothing bad to say about Oy. It's just that he was being a man.
Right.
You know, and we gotta tilt our hats to the queens, bro, because they
You had kids?
I got 4 kids, y'all. 1 in the oven. 3 different baby moms.
Congratulations.
It sound crazy, 3 different baby moms, but you know.
That's how that shit go out
That's
here,
how that
man.
shit
It's
go.
normal. That's normal. That's not crazy.
You never know.
That shit normal where we
You never know who you gonna start your foundation with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You never know.
Then sometimes the women that you get pregnant, you don't even be, you know what I mean? You don't even know that, you know what I mean, that they
But
won't get
one thing I
pregnant.
can say about all the women, that's the mother of my kids. Respectfully, they the right ones.
Let's go.
I ain't get no bum ass bitches that I knew that wasn't gonna be able to carry the load or take care of my responsibilities when I'm gone.
Right.
Not when I'm dead, when I'm not around.
Right.
Shit like that. Like, I know they can hold that weight. They've been
Right.
holding it. They've been holding it. They ain't gotta be fights, none of that. Getting checks from niggas. No, they ain't on that.
Right. So
All my chicks
stand up
is
real
work
women.
oriented. Yeah,
Okay.
they gonna go get it. They gonna go get the bag before they even gotta
That's
depend on
probably
the
what you
nigga.
attract then. You probably don't even want none of these hood guys now.
I really don't be, but this is where I'm
sometime.
from.
Yeah,
This is where I'm from, Fargo. Like,
Right.
this all I know.
Right,
I
right.
can't get a job at them front on the hood. I don't never do
Right,
that.
right.
I will never do that. They taught me ways to get money without corporate.
So I see you
understand
working, like, what was some of the things you seen growing up in your neighborhood, like as far as the crime and the
Like,
drugs and shit?
See, I'm gonna say this. When I was coming up, there wasn't a lot of people dying off of territorial turf wars.
Right.
We wasn't doing that, like, bro. We all went to neighborhood schools and shit like that.
How old are
bro.
you? You don't mind
I'm
me.
36.
Okay, shout this man out, man.
We went to neighborhood schools, bro. If you was from a certain neighborhood, you stood on that. But if you just moved back a neighborhood and they try to pinpoint you from that neighborhood because you just moved back there,
Right.
we ain't doing that.
Talk heavy.
Because that's not where I'm from. I just moved back here. Now, I
Right.
live back here with y'all. So, you know, the more y'all adopt me, meaning the more y'all let me in, the more I can say I'm from y'all hood.
Right.
You know why?
Respectfully.
You know why? Respectfully, y'all let me in the door. Respectfully, I didn't grow up from the sandbox with none of y'all. So respectfully, how we grew a relationship is how we grew a relationship.
Right. Let's get it.
Like, we didn't have to, like, some of us, now I'm gonna speak for some of us on this. Some of us had to rumble to build a relationship.
Oh, that's how it
with a
was.
nigga.
They became your best friends, didn't they?
No bullshit. Like, we had to like, I'm talking about, I can see this nigga every day. just use Fargo for example. Me and Fargo can see each other every day. And every day we seen each other, we lock ass. We like, oh no, let's get it, nigga. Come on. Cause I know you ain't gonna leave this corner and I ain't gonna leave this corner.
Right.
None of us is respecting the authority. Like meaning, I'm not respecting what you say out your mouth. You're not respecting what I say out my mouth. So
Hey.
we got a rumble. We got a rumble now because we both gonna gain each other respect after this rumble.
Right.
That's what we both gonna know. Oh, he ain't no bitch.
Right.
No, he ain't no bitch neither. Oh, he gave me some gas when we was rumbling. And guess what? We shook hands after. So that was the point we was trying to make to people.
Right.
Especially to these young niggas that we living around nowadays. Some of them are kids, some of them are nephews, some of them are nieces. You know what I'm saying?
It's hard to talk to them, man.
They all, we can't say they got the wrong examples in front of them because that'd be like us saying we had the wrong examples in front of us.
Right.
No,
we gonna get into that later. I want to jump into your talents, man. Like I want to jump into you. I'm gonna ask you some more questions about the youth before we tab off. This part one. I'm gonna bring you back on. I fucks with you,
bullshit.
man. Like you know what I'm saying. Like as far as your upbringing, what like the schools you went to, like.
I went to Emlyn Elementary.
Okay.
I went to Roosevelt Middle School.
What that's at?
That's right there on, we're gonna say Musgrave and Washington Lane.
Okay, that's uptown, y'all. For y'all that
that's
don't
like,
know.
you know what I mean? A lot of niggas running
Is that
with it.
Germantown and uptown? Tell people the difference.
A lot of people running with that being Mount Airy. Now,
Oh yeah,
respectably,
I was gonna get into that too.
respectably, it is Mount Airy because that's the Mount Airy neighborhood. That's Germantown. That's
Right.
Germantown. You know, it was all white at
Tell,
one point
all
in
right,
time.
all right. Now this is the question I want to ask you because everybody be getting this fucked up. What's the difference between Germantown and uptown and hold on? When you just said Mount Airy, what's all that like? Break that down for me.
See, far as I'm concerned, 36 years old, y'all. So listen, my mom from Richard Island. So I can't say I'm from Richard Island because my mom had me down Richard Island
Right.
only at 1 year old. So I moved from down Richard Island when I was 1.
Right.
So it ain't no claiming that. Even if I did want to, I could
Right.
claim it because my
You
mom
just
from
got
there.
ties down there. That's
I
all.
just got
basic.
ties down there. My grandmom from down there. Like, you know, you gotta understand. My mom's so like it's real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's real. Like your legacy. You carry that shit. Where your child is born, you can honestly say that your child is from. But we don't do that. We go off what hood embraced us. What hood allowed us to do this much? X, Y, and Z.
Right.
So where I say I'm from, 6600, Sharpneck and Ross,
Okay.
in between Musgrave, Upsue, Cliveden,
My probably up that way.
True and Washington Lane. From
Is that
True and Washington
Dogtown or
Lane, yes,
something?
that's Dogtown.
Okay.
From True and Washington Lane on up to Meehan and Chew,
I know some good
they
brothers
know
down there,
Spazz,
too.
bro. It ain't not a nigga that you can talk to around there that say they don't know
You know
who
my man
Spazz
Benny
is.
Blanco?
Yeah, I know Benny Blanc. Blanc is from
Free-
Duval Street.
Yes, he is. Free,
That's my
free
old
Benny.
head. That's
Free
my old
Benny.
head, man. His brother named Casanova. R.I.P. Cass.
Exactly. I
R.I.P.
know Ben.
Cass, bro.
He booked right now on some nut shit.
No, Cass passed away.
No, I'm talking about Ben.
Oh, yeah, Ben, yeah.
Ben get at $1 too.
But
That's
you know,
my man.
They like my old head. They my OGs. They over top of me.
I know him through my man Abe. My man Abe from back up that way.
That's what I'm saying. These niggas is over top of me. Like you
Right.
hear who my man naming? He naming niggas that's over top of me. They my old
Facts,
heads.
facts.
They gonna tell Fargo like
No, I
Spazz?
know niggas. I'm a made
Spazz
nigga.
good.
Niggas know like
they
I've
gonna
been
no.
around.
I'm saying you are OG.
Right.
So I ain't taking that from you. You've
Right.
been here before. So when you say names like that, you can go back and ask.
What's
them.
my man Boutman? My man up there passed away.
Mhm.
That was some nut ass shit. That was my nigga too. I know I met him rapping. We used to be doing shows and showcases and
Boutman.
shit. He had the clothing line.
You talk about my bed, bro.
Dutchie
RIP
and all
him
them.
too, man. Like, damn. I keep forgetting his name, man. And it's sad because that's really my homie, bro. Like, but he went by a street name
Right.
and he went by his
He
real
was a
name.
thorough
Like,
nigga. And how he went up was nutty though. You know what I'm saying?
it's just crazy.
But that's the streets. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
crazy how small Philadelphia is because you really don't know who you know.
Yeah, I know a lot of
Until
niggas
motherfuckers
everywhere.
be grown and say who they know, and then you'll be like, well, you was around me.
Right.
You was around me, Fargo, if you was chilling with Blanc.
Right.
Anytime you was I lived right on that fucking 100
When you
of
said
Duval.
when you said that, I knew. Look, my pop up there.
That 100 of Duval right there, that was a infamous 100.
Right.
Niggas weren't coming through
I
there.
come through there with my man.
That's what I'm
telling
saying.
you.
So you know what's going on because
Exactly.
niggas was not coming through there if you
I
didn't
see
know
Mr. Boy
somebody.
Vodka Duck. I see all of these.
Yeah, like if you didn't know somebody back that way, you wasn't coming through there.
Right, right.
I'm not even exaggerating. I'm not trying to be funny.
No.
You wasn't coming back chewing Washington Lane or chewing Duval if you didn't know a nigga on that block.
No, they was on shit. You know,
You know what we
Chicago
called
niggas
that back
be?
in the day? We called that the Jets, nigga.
Right.
That was Franklin Park Apartments. That was the Jets.
We still call it that.
Yeah, we still call it the Jets. But that, like, you know what I'm saying?
We interview a lot of little means in there.
Only the originals know. What FPA stand for?
I don't
Franklin
know
Park Apartments.
Right.
FPA. We used to run around screaming that shit. Where you from? I'm from FPA.
Right.
Franklin Park Apartments. So if y'all really want Spazz to get technical where he from, I'm from Franklin Park Apartments. I moved to Musgrave and Cliveden at 3.
Okay.
So you know, my mom said, fuck it, we getting a house, George and Wheezy, we moving on up. We was in the Jets for a while.
Talk
you
shit.
3 years old, son. Like we about to go to a house. I'm crying my eyeballs out. Mom, I don't want what? These my friends.
Yeah.
You know what she said? We only moving right here. You can always walk back here and come see your friends. Can't nobody tell you where to walk. Can't nobody tell you where to walk, son. This shit only like 15. This not even a 15-minute walk. This is a 10-minute walk, son.
Right.
What are you talking about? Can't nobody tell you where to go at? So I took it upon myself to say, and you can call it what you want. You can call it Joe.
It ain't Joe when you networking.
Dog, I'm from 2 hoods, bro. I hood
hop.
I'm from.
Well, pause. I ain't gonna say hood hop, but I was from 2. You know what I mean? Different neighborhoods.
I'm from True and Washington Lane on up to Sharpneck and Ross, and that's a whole different neighborhood. Like they don't even combine the hoods right there. You know that, right?
Right.
Fargo, you remember when you just said, is that Dogtown? When I said something about Sharpneck and Ross?
Yeah, I know a little bit about.
You know what's going on.
I'm a West Philly nigga.
You know a lot about. Don't discredit yourself. You know a lot about this shit just to have a little bit installed in you, and you from West. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of West Philly niggas don't know Uptown. They don't know up here.
When I was lived there before I moved to West as a kid, like you said. I went to Pastoria.
I got family down West.
My brother went to Ada Lewis. My brother went to Germantown.
Basically, what I'm saying is, by you coming this far, you came out your element, my nigga. Mm-hmm. West Philly niggas don't come out of West Philly.
I do this shit like I did this shit like twice.
I'm not disrespecting them. They go to Southwest and shit like that, like, and then back down West, but they don't really.
You smart, man.
They don't cross their boundaries, bro. Westbound.
No, we used to go to J Street back in the day.
J Street is right there.
We used to hit the weed spots down.
You gotta understand the weed spots is J Street. Yeah. That's 6th and Jefferson. I know where they at.
17th and J.
You was up the upper numbers. The lower numbers was getting busy.
Yeah.
We're not gonna J Street, the whole J Street was popping. Yeah, the whole J Street was popping. See, my mom used to go down 6th and Jefferson, get cocktails and all that cool shit.
Okay.
So that's how her son. I'm a firm believer of paying attention.
You know what he's talking about too.
I'm a firm believer of paying attention. Like everybody say, "Oh, you didn't never know you was gonna be smoking weed." First of all, not to put the business out there, but my grandma blew weed when I was 1.
They gonna be fucking with you, Spazz. This part 1 too,
bro.
Man.
When I was 1, bro, my grandma was blowing pounds, bro, in my face. She like, go upstairs while I smoke this cigarette. It wasn't no cigarette, nigga. I know what weed smell like. That shit was gas. That shit was that good Reggie. Right. You hear me? I ain't hear nothing about gas back then. This was that good Reggie. I ain't hear nothing about no gas. So I was like, damn, grandma smoking that shit in that paper. Like at the end of the day, when I grew up, it still didn't make me smoke. Cause guess what I did? From the ages of 14 on up.
What?
I played Little League football.
Okay. So you athletic growing up.
Yeah, I'm the jack of all trades, bro. When I found out I can rap, that's when I told myself, you're a multi-talented.
That's what I want to jump into right now.
You're a multi-talented.
How old was you when you started rapping?
When I started spitting Rakim, microphone fiend, follow the leader, I was no older than 13 years old.
But nobody wasn't listening to them at that time.
Word by word.
You must have had old heads around you like my age, because or a little older to listen to that type of music.
I'm gonna put it to you like this.
How did you find that selection of music?
My dad rap.
Okay.
My mom rap.
Okay. Now we talking. Let's get it.
So with these two people of being parents of mine, having this talent installed in their genes and having me, and I ain't know nothing about it until they seen how good I was at the shit, and they started telling me their story. And I even heard some of my dad's music. And guess what? It ain't stopped there with my dad. His brothers rap.
Tell them how to get your music if they want.
Now, if you want to hear some of my previous shit, my old shit, at least like 4 or 5 years ago, when I'm really
You still active?
Yeah, I'm still active, but I don't talk as much because right now I'm just startled. I'm stunned from the loss of my mom, so I don't really. Because I feel like every rap will be dedicated to her, which is not a problem, but
that's therapy, bro.
Yeah, like it's therapeutic.
Do a whole album dedicated to your mom.
And it's like,
you remember how Kanye did Donda?
The only thing I want to do, I do want to say this, Fargo, because that was a good idea. That was a good pitch. I wasn't thinking of that.
It's about to happen. It's about to happen now.
I do want to do some shit like that, whereas though I could tell my story about how my mother installed a man in me, and she ain't no man.
Right. And you said that in the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I know you passionate about that, man. Like, and I want to say I'm sorry for your loss, big brother, because you're a good dude from what I see. You show love out here. You know what I mean?
She did this. She did this. Because, you know, a man can only show you his flaws.
Talk heavy.
He can't show you how to be a bitch.
Talk heavy.
He gotta show you how to be tough at all times, all aspects. Playing sports, you gotta be tough. You can't be no bitch playing sports.
Right.
Niggas talk shit to you when you playing sports. Like niggas be all in your shit. Nigga, what? Nigga, what? Bitch ass nigga, check rock, nigga. I went through all that shit. Right. So for a nigga that think I ain't been through shit.
And you like a little nigga too, you always been a little nigga.
I'm feisty.
I know you eat, you still won't gain no weight, will you?
I'm not even gonna lie, I eat, my metabolism is super fast. Like, I walk all day.
You
like
active.
For a nigga that know me, he'll be like, Spazz walk anyway. I see Spazz. He don't, like a bus taking too long, I'm impatient. I'm not a patient person.
Talk heavy,
No,
Spazz.
no bullshit. I'll be in the store, it'll be 10 motherfuckers in a line. If a poppy standing next to the door collecting money, guess what I'm doing?
You gonna pay him and walk out?
I'm paying him and walk out. I'm not waiting in no long
Same type shit I be on.
I'm impatient, bro.
I can relate to that,
I would be lying to you if I told you I was patient. I'm so impatient. I think about, being paid every 2 weeks. You don't have
my brother like that a little bit. Could you tell me where that come from? Like, what we be rushing for? Like, because I be thinking in my head.
I can tell you what I be
It could be some stupid shit.
I can tell you what I be rushing for.
I could be going to see it you know what I mean?
Because Fargo, all my life, I can tell you what I be rushing for, because all my life, I just wanted to win, bro. And I be rushing to win. I be wanting to have the money in my possession.
Talk heavy.
To say I did that.
Talk
just
heavy.
So like, if it's all over tomorrow, I can say I did that.
We gonna say some of this shit, right? Cause this part one, right? And I don't want to give them everything of you, right? What I want you to do now is give the people some bars.
Okay.
Give me the hottest verse you got.
Okay, I said.
And tell them your Instagram and all that shit before you know what I mean? Sign off this joint. It's my man Spazz.
I said, Mom, I got love for you. I shed a lot of tears. I never meant to lie to you. If I'm lying, yeah. Remember you told me to wake up, wash my face up, and get ready for school. I played it like it was cool. Plus I stayed on the move. I wanted to go to my classes, but distracted by asses while the champagne glasses. And you was like, straighten up before you get home or get your ass whipped. Walking home slow, remembering that shit. Thinking like, damn, messing with that bitch? I'm always stuck in some bad shit. I was like, Mom, remember the crack shit? But my mom's a recovering addict, so you know damn well I love her for that shit.
Right.
She was there when I didn't have shit. She was even there when my fucking dad split. You know what I'm saying? And then I can go here for you. I can go, rest in peace to mama, know your son got you.
Bonus.
I ain't no joke. Fuck all the ops and the cops. You can get smooth. Uptown nigga dirty ass young boy. I used to be broke.
Whoa.
My back on the walls. My back on the ropes. All black dicky with a thermal on. No coat,
Whoa.
I sold rocks. I sold dope. I move fast. You slow poke, I'm Spazz. Call me the GOAT. Black Mamba. RP to Kobe.
Right.
You niggas. I don't think you know me. Drip drop. I was getting cozy. Get dropped. Just for being nosy.
Whoa.
Everybody hating on me. The whole hood waiting on me. What else? Just took a trip, came back. Released all this fire like Satan on me.
Whoa. Hot.
12 shots to his jersey. I ain't talking about Brady on name. 12 shots to his jersey. I ain't talking about Brady on name. Wow. I'm Spazz. Call me the GOAT. Call me the GOAT. Black Mamba. RP the Coke. RP the Kobe. You niggas.
Right.
I don't think you know. I don't think you know me. Drip drop. I was getting cozy.
Right.
Look that shit up on the tube,
Shout out to my man Spazz. Hey,
that shit up on the
Spazz, I got
tube.
this quick question before we sign off, right? I asked everybody this question. What's one thing you think we can do to slow some of the killing down in our city with all the youngins going wild out here?
We need funding. More funding for little league recreational shit for the kids, bro. It's not enough leagues out here no more because we letting these fucking YNs, the kids that's above the babies, tear this shit up. So it ain't nothing for them. They can't look forward to nothing. The generation under the generation that we got out here now, they can't look forward to nothing because the kids that's over top of them is fucking shit up right now. So we need more funding. We need them kids over top of them to get grown and fund some shit. Cause they got kids. You know what I'm saying?
Talk heavy.
Like how you expect your legacy to go far at something or to either become a millionaire or become the next Serena Williams or become the next LeBron James or become the next Dawn Staley. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't expect them to become nothing if you don't have them working towards nothing.
Let's get it.
This is what I'm saying. My time passed me by, meaning I realized, y'all, at a late age that I was multi-talented. I had my first child at 19, nigga. My 20s was over. I was a parent at 19 years old. My baby mom was 15. Did I have to father her too? Yes. Her dad passed away. So I was a man at an early age. I had to deal with man shit. There wasn't no being no boy, even when bitches said it. Oh, he act like a boy. Bitch, I don't think you know what a boy and a man is. Because I'm a man. Like, I had to be a man at 19. Not a man to just my mom, because her husband wasn't around. Or her baby dad wasn't around. No, I had to be a man to my daughter, my firstborn. She's my only daughter to my first baby mom. My baby mom don't have no more kids. She has one kid, and that's by me. Do I feel special about that shit? Yeah. You know how long we ain't been together? Like, she could have had a baby by another nigga if she felt that type of way.
Right.
You know? Right. And sometimes my oldest child speak on that shit. Like, she speak on it. She speak on why she act a certain way around her brothers and sisters because she's so used to being the only child.
Let's go. We on part one. My man Spazz. He gave y'all some game. Anything you want to shout? You want to shout anybody out? Shout the Fargo show out.
Shout the Fargo show out. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my guys on the 5th. You know, they out here.
Always.
You know, we don't do no tattle telling though, so I'm not giving you locations.
No, it's a
I'm
few
not
rats
dropping
around.
location.
It's a few rats around. But
shout out.
We ain't giving them
shout
no
out
cheese.
the Harris Bell Foundation, man. That's my family, bro.
Right.
That's me. That's me, man. And it's gonna be a long legacy, a long line of Harris Bells out here.
Let's go.
Or Harris Chandlers, because that's my baby mom. Last name, my last baby mom. I might make her an honest woman, y'all. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to see what that life be like.
We gonna get back into that. Let's go.
No